Hello, this is Yo Sensei. In today's tutorial, we will learn the basics of creating space using a coffee shop example. Proper dimension and proportion are the keys to designing a functioning space. There are several commands that will be useful, including slab and picture commands. Okay, let's get to it. So when you open this file that is in the description section, you will see this kind of file. And in here, we have some assets of chairs and tables and lights and some of the coffee shop elements and then humans. And we can just use these assets as is. But today's focus is more on the space. So we can click one of the objects from the space and type zoom selected all, and then focus, and then get into the space. First, the cameras are very narrow, and it's not really showing the space properly. So what you need to do is deselect everything, go into properties, and find camera lens length and change it to 17 millimeter. 17 is the widest you should go, but it's going to give you this kind of like really nice view. But for the modeling, so let's go through this space. So there is a entry door, and then you get inside, and there is a counter that's overlooking the window, and there is going to be an espresso machine with the shelving, and then there are some two-seater tables, and cash wrap, some coffee elements, and then in the back there is like a lounge space, and then this is bathroom and storage. So that's a typical coffee shop type of structure. So we will build this building. So it's probably a good idea to just change it to shaded mode and bring back camera length to like 35 millimeter, which is definitely good for modeling. Okay, so the second thing we are going to do is to bring in some reference for creating the spatial models. So let's run picture command. And in the same folder, you will find some images of coffee shop floor plan, for example. Open it, and then you will draw a picture for this. So what it is going to give you is that it's going to give you this kind of typical dimensions for the coffee shop, which is really nice. But we need to scale this drawing. So you can go to the top view, and then this one is 12 feet. So you can just click on it, type scale, and then click on the original point, turn off grid snap, original point, and then reference point, and then type 12 feet. Okay, so if you click on the original point and reference point, then you can type in just the dimension, which is nice. Okay, so the next thing, we are going to start creating building. So next, let's actually hide these ceilings. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is this building has 20 feet wide and 40 feet. And so we're going to start creating this slab floor foundation. So turn on grid snap and create a box here. Click on the origin point 20 feet and 40 feet by 2 feet. Okay. So now we can go to the front view, make sure project snap is on, move this one at the bottom. So this is our slab. Okay. Next thing, we are going to create this wall. So there is a really cool command called slab command that you can use to create this kind of wall. So first, what you need to do is draw a rectangle right on this boundary of the box, and this should be right on top because we moved it down 2 feet. So now we can run slab command. So side to offset. So distance it asks. You can just click on distance and then type 6 inches, and then click on the inside. And the height of the wall is 12 feet. Okay. So that's 6 inches by 12 feet. Okay, so that's a really nice way to do it. So we can also create these ADA bathroom. So bathroom for disabled people. So we can do this one is 6'6" and 7'4". Okay, and then this wall is also there's this wall, so it's about 3 feet of wall. Okay, so 7'4". So I can just copy these dimensions over here, and then we can just draw a line starting from here, 6'6". And then it's pretty straightforward. So now I am going to run slab command, and then 6 inches outwards. And then this is an interior wall, so let's make it 8 feet tall, or 9 feet tall. Okay. And then we are going to draw a line somewhere around here for 3 feet. Okay, so that's 3 feet there, and then draw a line straight across, and then slab, and then we can go towards inside, and then 9 feet. Okay. So these are the interior walls. Okay, so that's quite nice. So let's do doors. So doors are typically 3 feet by 3 feet. No, 3 feet by 7 feet. And then thickness is about 2 inches. So what we can do is to create that volume that would cut out of the door in any direction. So we can just create 3 feet by 3 feet by 7 feet cube. Okay, and then we are going to move this one near the corner of this building. And then I think we can just clear 3 feet this way, okay, or maybe 2 feet, maybe 2 feet. Okay, so this is going to be this is going to cut out of this building. So I'm just going to copy this object first, and then run Boolean difference. Okay, so now we have this cutout. So we can just move it to the back wall here. And so I think we can just move it to the corner. And then this is 6 inches from the corner. Okay. So, and then we will copy the same object from here to here. And then run Boolean difference for this door, deleting BTS. And then Boolean difference. Okay, so we have these openings. Nice. So now what we need to do is we should actually have the same. So the door dimension is going to be 3 feet by 2 inches by 7 feet. Okay, so this is the door, and you can just copy the door to here. Maybe this door is opening, and then you can copy this door to this point. Move it from the center point to the center point, and then copy here. Here. Okay, so you can run the copy command and then copy it. So this is our these are our doors for the front door, bathroom, and then storage. So let's do a next one is this big window. So this is a nice and big window, so we can just build it. So I think what we can do is we can just start on the front view by creating these frames. So this frame, you can probably start from the front view somewhere. Should be 4 feet wide by 8 feet tall. Okay, rectangle. And then we are going to run slab command In this case, the window frames are 2 inches. So 2 inches inward. And then 2 inches deep. So this is our frame. Okay. And then they need to be sliding doors. So you need to copy this at the corner, and then it will stagger. Okay. So these are the basic kind of sliding windows. And then also what we need is a cutout volume, which is going to be like just bigger, big box that is going to cut through everything. So you can draw this one. Okay. You also need the glass for the windows. So what you can do is you can draw a rectangle here inside. And then this glass is going to extrude curve at 0.5 inches. Okay, and then go and find your glass and then make sure to move it to the center of your windows. And then you can just copy this object from the center to the center to the center. Okay. So now we have these. We can just move this whole objects into the center point of our box. Okay, and then make sure that our windows are lined up with our wall. Okay, perfect. So now you can just Boolean difference this box out of this. So now we have these front windows. Very nice. And then you can just hide, select these glasses and hide for now. Okay. Okay, so the next step is to go ahead and create this counter like this. So this is the general direction that you can follow. So it's 13 feet by 10 feet, and then each counter is 2 feet. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a line from here, 10 feet, and then go up 13 feet, and then 2 feet, and then 13 minus 2 is 11 feet. 10 minus 2 is 8 feet. Or maybe it should have been 4. Okay, and then find the line that comes across 2 feet. So if you have something like this, you can just trace over this. And get the closed poly line. So in this case, our counter height is 36 inches. So extrude, curve, and then 36, okay, 3 feet. So now the counter has this kind of counter and then tabletop. So this is about 1 inch offset, and then corner sharp. Okay, so we have this kind of line, and then you can put it on top of the counter, and then counter should be extended down for about 2 inches. But this counter shouldn't be intersecting, so you can do scale 1D to bring it down. So I guess the original counter should have been 34 inches to begin with. So this one is good. So we are going to bring this U-shaped counter into our space. And this should be, you can take a look at some of the graphic standard to really figure out, enough dimension for people to put tables here and then go across and things like that. So, I think this is really up to you how to arrange it. You could change and replace these things later. Okay, so the next thing is I would like to build a little counter by the window. So this one I think is it should be about 14 feet, maybe 14 feet by 2 feet for the depth, and then 2 inches. Okay, is this one, and then you can just move this to the corner, and again this one is going to be 36 inches tall, so 36. I think this one with the thickness, this one it should have been 2 inches. Yeah, so you can just move it to figure it out. Okay, so that is our counter in the space. Okay, the next thing that I would like to do is to build this kind of shelving unit. I think that's going to be kind of cool if it's like a bronze, brass finish and things like that. So this one is just a 1 inch by 1 inch rod. So I'm just going to create like 1 inch by 1 inch by 8 feet. 8 feet. 8 feet could be a little bit too big. So I move it to this corner. Okay. And then move it up. So to the top of the counter. Okay. Okay, so we have this, and I think this is looking a little bit tall, so I'm going to scale 1D down to 4 feet. Okay, so that's maybe a little bit taller, so 6 feet. Okay, so for the rest of it, you are going to keep copying these objects horizontally and vertically. So you can just copy this one from here to this corner, and then this one should be copied again to this corner where the top of the counter aligns. And now we have this, so you can just rotate and copy. Copy from here to here, and then just rotate 90 degrees by single clicking on the gumball arc, and then rotating it, and then you can move it from this corner, scale 1D to the other side, and then I think you can just align at the top. Align them at top, and then I should actually make the other side to go too. So copy, rotate 90 degrees, and then move it to this corner, and then scale 1D, scale 1D, and then scale this guy. Oops. Scale 1D this guy at this corner. Okay, perfectly. And this can come down. So this can go to the other side by mirror command. So now we have whole set up top. So we can just copy it 12 inches. And then take the second one, type copy from the same corner of the previous one to the same corner to the next one. Okay, so that would be a nice shelf. And then what we can do is to create shelving panels by creating these this kind of draw box that is 1 inch high, and they would be placing on top of it, and then copy this. But you want this corner to be cut off by the bar. So you can run Boolean difference and then delete input no, and then take these bars and then get it to cut around it. Okay, so that's a nice detail. And then copy this shelving back to everywhere. So you can put these, get the nice shelving. So next, we are going to put some shelving on the wall in the back. So you can just do it. I normally do like 12 inch by 12 inch by 2 inch box, and then just move it to where it needs to go. Kind of clears the height, and then copy it a couple of times, 12 inches, and then this one should be copied 12 inches. Okay, so and then eventually we can just run scale 1D command. Let's see, 1, 2, just extend how much ever we want the shelving space to be. Okay, so this. Okay, so the last thing that we would like to do is we would like to do create this kind of dropped ceiling. When I show the ceiling, you will see this kind of, typical coffee shop like beams, exposed beams in the ceiling. So we are going to do that. So we are going to focus around our space by clicking on it and ZSA. So we are inside of the space and in this side. So to do that, our beam should be about 4 inches by 12 inches and however wide it is. So this one is going to be 4 inches and then 12 inches. And then it's going to be as wide as our model. So this is how it is. I'm going to scale 1D to bring it to the same width as the building. So now, where should it go? So what we are going to do is our ceiling is going to be 6 inches wide, and there's going to be a parapet of 6 inches. So it's going to be down 1 foot or 12 inches down. Okay, so this is our data line. Okay, and then we are going to divide this line, and this should be about 4 feet of space in between. So you can, like, for example, divide this into 12 segments. So what 12 segments is going to give you is about 3 foot 3. So we want to be about 4 feet. So divide again at 10 segments, and then that is 3 foot 10, which is almost 4 feet. So we are fine. So we are going to move our beam here and then copy this beam to the points. Okay, and so that is our ceiling beams. Very nice. And then we will also create the actual ceiling. So this is going to be just drawing a box inside of our wall. And then height of the box is 6 inches. And then bring this up top right below our beams. Okay, so this is the basic parts of the, and then I will change my viewing angle to 70 millimeters. And then we have a beautiful, nice empty space that is ready to be decorated. So for the rest of the time, I'm just going to, go fast and then just, put stuff in this space to furnish and put some other things. So I hope this was useful, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.